Well, a very good morning, everyone, and welcome to a very sunny Sydney Motorsport Park here. Saturday day action for the Shannons Nationals, and joining me in commentary throughout the day will be Darren Smith and Richard Craill. Morning, boys.
Morning.
Boy, what a big day we've got coming up today, qualifying and races. We'll kick it off with the production car series, Daz. 4 one-hour races. What a great format.
Fantastic format. It gives the teams the ability to improve throughout the weekend. They'll come out of the box in qualifying quick, but 4 one-hour races will give the production car crews times to improve the car. Okay, they're going to be managing tyres. Didn't prove an issue at Winton really with tyres. There was a couple of issues on the faster cars, but they'll improve the car throughout the weekend. Each time they come on track, they'll get faster and faster. Really looking forward to seeing how the teams deal with that. Well, the driver stuff will happen as well. And
in each 1 hour, there must be a compulsory pit stop. If you've only got the one driver, interesting situation. You've got to hop out of the car, close the door, open the door and hop back in.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't run across the track and do a Le Mans start as well. So, you know, I suppose that's the rules, isn't it? That's the way it is. So let's see how that pans out. And look, I think one of the things is that once the driver's in the groove, whether they get in and out of the car or not, that won't break their concentration. And I think that's something that the teams have got to help the driver with, to remember to remain, keep yourself in that concentration zone.
Porsche GT3 Cup Challenge presented by Pirelli, round 2 of the Jim Richard.
The Jim Richards Endurance Trophy.
Jim Richards, yes.
I like what you did there.
I didn't mean to.
This is why you're on the big bucks, Schibeci. Yeah, round 3 of the GT3 Cup Challenge, round 2 of the Jim, the endurance race. So that'll be this afternoon. Qualifying this morning should be very, very competitive. It's always close here. Good story yesterday. Brenton Grove was fastest. Jordan Love, who's been quite dominant in the championship so far, was in the mix, and Anthony Gilbertson, who got pole position at Winton last time out by half a tenth of a second, was fast too. So shaping up for a really good weekend of Porsche racing, I think. So Jim Richards race this afternoon and then 2 sprint races tomorrow to continue that championship battle.
And the Jim Richards Endurance Trophy goes to Queensland Raceway for round 3 and its final round in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, so there's a championship on the line, and it's a really important part of the series. It's the race within the race. It's not the overall championship, but it's almost as important, because if you win that trophy, you've got the long distance stuff covered, you've got time management covered, the mental faculties, the team's working well. It's just a really big tick in the box. And the end of your presentation, Jim Richards rocks up and gives you a trophy, which is pretty cool, right?
Not bad at all. We've also got the Radicals at, we didn't say their home, wouldn't you? Their factory's right in the middle of the track.
Yeah, it is. They've got their cars housed out the back of the pit lane here. Just on the Jim Richards thing, I'm looking forward to that too. That's actually a highlight of the Shannons Nationals throughout the year. The Radicals, Michael Shaw, Peter Padden, the battle continues. Peter Padden had his run of wins broken by Michael Shaw at the Island. His favourite track and home track, if you like. Radicals are here, so all the Sydney-based drivers are going to be fast. Field of about 13, 14 cars, speaking with them this morning. So Chris Papadopoulos and the crew have got them all fired up, and 2 50-minute races. So they're always action-packed, compulsory 60-second pit stop, and they're allowed to do tyre pressures, and that's about it in that time frame. No getting in and out of the car in a Radical.
No, beautiful. And we also turn our attention to the prototypes, and Jason Macris, who clean swept Winton, comes here probably, you'd think, as the favourite.
Yeah, I think so, yes, but it's hard to pick. Winton, I think 3 of the best races we've seen all year in any category in the Shannons Nationals. They were extraordinary races there. This is a different kettle of fish though, and yesterday in practice, Mark Lauke was dominant. He was a second faster than everyone else. The next 8 cars were covered by 7 tenths, so hugely competitive stuff. This is a lottery for the APS this weekend. Throw all the balls in the air and see where they land, because this long front Brabham straight here at Sydney Motorsport Park means slipstreaming, and I think you'll get lots of that this weekend. So this may be the kind of weekend where you don't want to be leading coming out of turn 12 at the top of the hill. You might want to be second, get that slipstream, pull out and edge a win. Mark Lauke needs big points though this weekend. Yeah. Former champion of the series. He's 3rd at the moment, 50 odd points behind leader Phil Hughes. Needs a big weekend, and I think he's got the ability to do that. And
finally, Darren, we're going to be watching some Alfa Romeos out on track. Not some, a whole lot of Alfa Romeos.
Our biggest field here this weekend, the Veloce Alfa Romeo. I'm just rehearsing that so that I can say that all day long. Lavazza, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maranello, etc. So looking forward to that. And it's going to be a big stage for them.
Yeah, it certainly is going to be a big stage for everyone. This weekend, you can stay tuned through all of our social media channels today.